Hey everybody, it's David Crawford from eXp Realty. We're downtown Vancouver today. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're at Stanley Park, and all the things that Vancouver has to offer, Stanley Park has to be my favorite. I've spent countless time here running, rollerblading, cycling, and walking through the park. It's spectacular. Tons of people out there today. We're gonna go for a tour around the park coming up right after this. So we're in Stanley Park, and as you can see behind me, it's Lord Stanley. This park is named after Lord Stanley when he became the Governor General in 1886. Lord Stanley also adorns one of the most famous cups in North America, and if you guessed the Stanley Cup, you would be right on the money. This park is over 1,100 hectares. It's totally natural, and all the pathways that you see way back in the late 1880s and early 1900s were actually all of the roads they used to log the area. So as you enter into Stanley Park, the first stop is the information center. Lots of parking here, and one of the nicest things is the horse-drawn carriage tour. You can hop on there, tour around the park. It's driven by a professional driver who narrates the whole tour around the seawall and Stanley Park, and it's very, very educational. Also located at the information center is the Shaw-to-Go bikes. So you can park your car here, hop on a bike, and tour around the seawall. On the way through Stanley Park, one of the first stops you'll see is the Vancouver Rowing Club. This is an iconic and historic building built in 1911, and massive banquet facilities for anywhere from 200 down to 20 people. I've been here a few times and it's quite spectacular. Huge deck on the south side overlooking the marina and Cole Harbor. Through the day it's gorgeous, but at night with the lights it's absolutely spectacular. A short distance from the entrance to Stanley Park is the Royal Vancouver Yacht Club, which has been here since 1903, but was moved to a different location in 1905 to make room for the expansion of the seawall. The huge parking lot that's members only used to be a buffalo paddock. Hard to believe. Way, way, way back then. As you stroll, cycle, run around the seawall, you'll come upon Deadman's Island. And you go, Deadman's Island, what's that closed gate there for? The Deadman's Island used to be home as a native burial ground, and to this day, there's lots of haunted folklore. Today, it's a cadet training facility for future Navy and Marine officers. But in the past, it's trained thousands and thousands of men and women for World War II, Korean War, and Operation Friction. Quite a storied past for sure. Worthwhile for a stop and read. On your travels along the seawall, a super interesting tourist attraction is the Totem Poles. They're located just past Deadman's Island. Lots of parking, and it's really, really amazing to see these and also read the history of each one of these poles. It's absolutely fantastic. And also, they have a little gift shop over here and washrooms for your convenience. Just past the Totem Poles is this monument to Harry Winston Jerome. And for those of you that don't know Harry Winston Jerome, he is Athlete of the Century, 1871 to 1971, holds the Order of Canada. He holds 6 world records, and this monument is here for him. If you've lived in Vancouver for any length of time, you'll hear this big, loud kaboom at 9 p.m. And you're wondering, who's the culprit? Well, here we are at the 9 o'clock gun, which goes off at 9 p.m. every single day. It's an iconic feature here in Stanley Park. A few interesting things about this: it was made in 1894, and King George III, his crest is on this cannon. The UBC students actually stole it once upon a time and held it for ransom. A second time they stole it, they painted it red. Well, now we have this ginormous enclosure around the gun to protect it from vandalism. Whatever you do, do not park on the side of the road and wait for it to go off at 9 p.m. It's absolutely deafening. Our next stop is Brockton Point, and here's the lighthouse. Interesting to note that this was originally built in 1890. This lighthouse was built in 1915 to replace the old wooden structure. There used to be a gentleman here that maintained this lighthouse. His name was Davy Jones. Davy Jones rescued tons of people, manned the lighthouse, kept the flags going, protected everybody, and he actually got an award for saving and rescuing so many people. It's a really interesting place to come to just have a look around. It's quite spectacular. And you can sit here and watch the wildlife and the marine life. Again, it's just a nice spot to sit and enjoy a part of Stanley Park. So as you pass the Brockton Point Lighthouse, the next stop is the Brockton Oval. In 1891, a businessman by the name of Henry Stamp built all of these playing fields, and they've been here ever since. They're home to rugby and cricket, and the building behind us is their clubhouse, but they've had some fantastic venues there. I've been there. It's a lot of fun. So as you continue to stroll around the seawall, you'll see a statue out in the water, and it looks like a mermaid. That's what most people think. However, it's a bronze statue of a lady in a wetsuit that was constructed by Elric Emredy and was a gift to the city of Vancouver in 1972 to symbolize Vancouver's dependence on the sea. Another interesting tidbit as you walk along. So as you stroll past the lady in the wetsuit, you're going to come across this figurehead. And it is actually a replica from the SS Empress. The SS Empress was launched in 1890 by Lady Alice Stanley, who is the daughter-in-law of Lord Stanley. This replica was cast from the restored carving in 1960 by the province of BC. So as we continue our stroll along the seawall, we come across Lumberman's Arch. And this is a really, really popular place in the summertime. This is a water park, and it is packed with children. There's a little beach over here. It's a really family little area. The city of Vancouver has washrooms down here. They've got a concession stand, and it's not very far from the aquarium either. There's tons of parking. It's just a really cool place for the family. Here we are at Lumberman's Arch, the monument. This is very, very unique. It's actually a way scaled down version of the original, which was at the corner of Pender and Hamilton Streets in Vancouver. And it was a huge structure, but it was reassembled in this configuration a long time ago, about 1912. It's really a monument to Vancouver's forest industry. So just a little bit west of the Lionsgate Bridge is Prospect Point. Now you can't get access to here from the seawall, but it's accessible from the main road around Stanley Park. You know, this affords some spectacular views of the North Shore, mountains, cruise ships and other ships and other marine wildlife in here. It's quite a cool little area. And there's a gift shop, really nice restaurant with a great big views into Burrard Inlet. Just a nice place to stop, and they have great ice cream cones too. So located behind me is Siwash Rock. On your travels around the seawall, it's located right between Prospect Point and Third Beach. There's no access to the Siwash Rock except coming in from Third Beach. It's been here for 32 million years. Quite an iconic figure and highly photographed. One of my favorite places on my travels around the seawall is Third Beach. I used to ride my bike or rollerblade and even run, but come here, have a snack from the concession, lay in the sand and read for a couple hours, and then continue on. This is really a really popular family beach, and when the tide goes out, it's quite spectacular all year round. So if you'd like more information about Third Beach, hop into our YouTube channel and check out the video that's all about Third Beach. You'll enjoy that one too. Located close by Third Beach is the Teahouse. I have to tell you, it's a very cool place. Fabulous food, fabulous location, fabulous staff. It's really a treat to come here. And in the evenings, after dinner, you can enjoy the sunsets by sitting out on Ferguson Point. The last stop in our tour around Stanley Park is Second Beach. This is a really, really popular area. You've got a freshwater pool here. It's packed in the summertime, and you've got this huge park. And there's actually 2 playgrounds, soccer park, swings, a whole bunch of things for the young kids to do, and it's very, very family orientated. In the summertime, it's packed with barbecues and gigantic family gatherings. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Stanley Park. I have to tell you, it's one of my favorite places in all of Vancouver. If you really like this video, click the like button, and for future videos, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. Bye for now.